Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we get started. Thanks for participating, everyone. I can start off with the first question. How do you guys feel about playing at York Wednesday for that season? Marko, you start.
I start? Okay. Well, we feel like this is our home. We've been here for the last 10 weeks, so we're really excited to actually play a game in the stadium. I know BMO was incredible. The atmosphere and everything was great, but the fact that we're here every day and that we spend so much time together on this field, in this facility, we're very excited to get it started.
Yeah, I agree with Marko. We've been here for a while now, and we're all used to it, and this is just where we've gotten to know each other. So, yeah, we're just looking forward to it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off what they said. This field is kind of our comfy pajamas, so it'll be nice to be back here, settle in on our home field, our home turf. We've played on this surface for, like he said, 10 weeks now, so we're used to it and we're ready for it.
Is there, Marko, any way to the momentum BMO field was great, as you can imagine? So, is there what is the best way to bring that momentum here? What we need to do? I mean, it's right how you play, but also how we want to continue to build.
Well, partly it's on us, and obviously the product on the field dictates a lot of what's happening in the stands. So, an early goal in our favor for a change would probably raise the atmosphere and would be good for the fans. But I hope just the people that come in to watch are as passionate as the ones at BMO were, because they gave us such a huge lift and really made us feel great and made us feel good in those moments where maybe we were struggling on the field, and they were kind of like our 12th player.
Obviously, the pitch is a little bit of a different size compared to BMO and some different surface. You guys haven't actually played here in a match yet this season, so just with regards to that, how do you expect what you've been preparing for the last 10 weeks to reflect on this pitch versus something?
Well, we actually played exhibition games on this field while the dome was on, so we're very familiar with the dimensions and the surface. So I think there won't be any issues there. Like I said, we're just looking forward to the game tomorrow. We hope it's a full house, and we hope we can get our first win.
And then to answer this one, what are your biggest takeaways from the two matches you've played this season in Montreal and then playing at
Yeah, obviously the final product is probably our biggest takeaway, just what we do within the boxes, on whether it's on defense, on offense. I mean, if you watch the game, you see that we dominate possession, that we're starting to play more and more like the style that we want to play. Now it's just a matter of getting that final product, which, I mean, we have too much talent on this team to not get that final product, and I think you guys will see that soon.
Yeah, I mean, both games we have dominated possession, and we've been engaging to watch. So I think, like Colby said, just once we get into the final third, just patience and then taking time once we're shooting and stuff and just putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah. I mean, you guys saw it with her on that goal. There's going to be a lot more where that comes from. Yep.
I mean, it's kind of amazing. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and just, it's kind of like an honor, and I've worked really hard for it, but really it wouldn't be possible without my team and stuff and all the preparation that we've put into it. So now just since we've got the first one, I think we just need to keep going, keep putting them in the back of the net, and then get the outcomes that we deserve.
I guess just bouncing off that, I guess this would be a question for Marko. So obviously she scores goals. Like, we all know that she scores goals, but what else about Kaylee has kind of impressed you, maybe besides just the goals?
Me personally, I love how much she loves the game. She really loves soccer. The passion is obvious in every moment of her life. So that's, for me, that's the number one thing, and that's what drives everything about her when it comes to the game. The fact that she studies the game so much and is so involved every minute. When it comes to the field, I think her movement in behind is really, really special. You saw it on the goal, but it wasn't just on the goal. She makes phenomenal runs in behind. She can play with both feet. Really exciting player, obviously.
Yeah.
Both feet sometimes.
So for me, for players, what's been your biggest learning curve the two professional games so far? Coming from college, what have you learned so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think the atmosphere was definitely the biggest thing in these first two games to get used to. One being at a home field where they're all cheering for us and wanting to impress them consistently, and then on at an away field where they're all against us. I think that was something to get used to. At Santa Clara, I think the most I ever played in front of was like 7,000, and but it was not the same as that. Like that, those atmospheres were awesome, and I'm super excited for the league there. And that was probably the biggest learning curve for me thus far.
For me, I just say like the level of play and the speed of play. Being at a youth level, I mean, you don't really get to experience much like that. So it's a big jump, but I've really enjoyed it. And I think it's helped me a lot. And, as the season goes on, I think we'll all get better with that.
Just like for Marko, how are you approaching playing Calgary specifically? What have you learned from
Well, this game is a little bit different because we actually saw the opposition play. When we played Montreal and Ottawa, it was their first game, so it allowed us to prepare a little bit more. They're a good team, well coached. They won their last game 4-1, so obviously they're going to come in very confident into this game. They play a nice style as well from their opening two games. I thought they want to get on the ball just as much as we do. So from that standpoint, it's going to be an interesting matchup, I think, tomorrow. As far as we're concerned, I just want to again mention that this is all a process. It takes time. It takes time to learn to play the way we want to play. Our style requires or puts a lot of pressure on players to make decisions, to read situations, to be comfortable on the ball, to for our backlines to play very high up the field and to play with a lot of risk. So we know that we're very patient. I personally love this roster. I think there's so much potential, but it's a process, and we're looking at this over the long term. That's not to say that we're not looking to get results immediately. Of course we are, but we also know that we're just going to continue to get better as the season goes on.
I guess I just have one question for you all because I know there's probably a lot of Vermilion Vanguard supporters that are probably watching this press conference right now. Just any words of encouragement or just anything that you want to say to them just ahead of tomorrow?
I just want to thank them, not just them, but anyone that comes to the game and supports us. It really means a lot to us. And the atmosphere they created at BMO was incredible. Really, I mean, I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life. And again, I hope we can get similar atmospheres in this stadium.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. That was the coolest thing I've ever been a part of. You could hear them the full 90 minutes, and I even heard some of them at the Ottawa game, which was also really awesome. And then, so now it's just up to us to get the results that they deserve, and I think we will be able to do that. So,
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
thank
you.
you guys.
Thank you.